Tarot, and this is your someone secretly sucking me reading. Sorry guys, I'm a little distracted. A little bit distracted. There's a fruit fly in here. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to be calm and zen and stuff like this. But we have these fruit flies in here, and I don't know where they're coming from because these aren't the type of temperatures that are supposed to. But anyways, this is Canada. With the weather, you can't predict. You can't predict. Alright, so let's get into your reading using the astrology reading cards as your theme for your stalker. Who the heck are you? Sun, Moon, Rising. It's going to be one of these cards. It could just be somebody exhibiting the... Did I say exhibiting again? This is crazy. What's going on with me? You guys are... Like, if you guys watched the last, few readings, I've said exhibiting. Somebody exhibiting traits. Nope. That is not a word. Anyways, this person can be exhibiting traits of the cards that I pull, or it could be their Sun, Moon, Rising. So here we go. Let's pull your card. Your first card. Here we go. Boom. Aries, haven't seen you in a while. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Then we have Libra, Aries polarity. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Lovely. Libra energy is very, very relationship oriented. Could be, of course, business partnerships, but that would make sense with an Aries energy because they're very ambitious, or they like to climb the corporate ladder. They love to achieve things. And then we have Libra, who is, again, partnerships. That's what you're oriented around. Your next card is Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. This makes me feel like somebody from work, somebody is scouting you, somebody's looking into you, and they're either a boss or they're either competition. All right, so those are your cards. Capricorns, you know how they are. You know how they are. They're on the hustle. They're on the come up. Right? They like achievement just as much as Aries, but they actually achieve it because they don't have that lack of willpower at times. They don't blow it by being hot-headed and saying something that is annoying or that keeps them stuck. All right, so let's have a look at your spread. Figure out what's really going on here. Why is this person stalking you? First, we start with the Three of Wands motivation. This is the energy of somebody trying to emerge as a leader based out, so if you work amongst a bunch of people, you're really showing up as a leader, and they may recognize that. Then we have the Eight of Wands, making a special effort. There's fire energy, there's passion, motivation, passion. That's great. That's leadership energy. Aries is leadership energy as well. All right, I jinxed it, guys. The Tower, who's also associated with Aries through the planet Mars. The Tower is destruction. So in this sense, maybe destruction could mean restructuring or restructuring. All of that, right? More responsibility. 10 of Wands. Wow, you guys, it feels like you guys are gonna get a lot of grace. Right? Then we have the Angel of the Ocean, aka the Temperance card, healing. Hey, that's good. That's good. That's like when, okay, it's not good when a company goes belly up, but, no, not when the company goes belly up. When there's restructuring that happens and you have to let go of people, that sucks. But it also is great when you can get a promotion out of it, for yourself. It just affects people differently. So we see a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Mars energy here, and then even the Temperance card is associated with Sagittarius. So all fire, baby. All passion. I feel like something that, you enjoy, something you find pleasurable will lead to even more pleasure, more motivation. This is like when you get passionate about boxing and then hey, we got a little competition. You're actually one of the best I've seen. Oh, really? You think? You think I could? You really think? And then it turns out to be a good thing, and then you have to quit your job, and that's the destruction. But then you're like, okay, well, I'll quit this $7.50 an hour job and go box for $30,000 a night. Sure. Destruction. Is it really destruction? Of course it's destruction. It's destruction for the mediocre you. The one that's just like me. and going into greater responsibility, yes, greater burdens, yes, but like you're up for the challenge with that Capricorn energy. You're there. You have the will to learn more, to gain wisdom, and that does not come without challenges. So there's healing here. This card is also known for reconciliation, but it's also good for motivation, keeping your faith. Maybe some of you guys, the way that this series of events happens with this alleged stalker, makes you like restores your faith or gives you more faith or helps you see the synthesis in life. You know, what goes up must come down, is down must come up. You just have to wait for it, or you just have to let it happen. And also you have to carry that fire, that passion. We see travel here. You could be doing that. Travel, destruction. The only travel apparatus we see here is this boat in the water. Destruction. If you're planning on getting on a boat, maybe don't. You know, I don't like how this fire wand stuff is going on here, and then there's a fire on the boat. I don't really like it. But listen, your emotions are connected to what needs to be destroyed. So that might even be a relationship you have to step away from. It might be something that gets destroyed, but ultimately it leads to healing, reconciliation. It's fine, ends up being good in the long run. So this is okay. Maybe you just need to sacrifice some time, and that leads to the destruction to something that you can revisit, something that I guess you would have to risk. Yeah, but healing, reconciliation, figure eight there, infinity loop. It's like, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you, is the mentality that you have. But I feel like there's a lot of responsibility that comes after this destruction. Maybe something happens. Maybe you like are being considered, you have a great reputation, positive attitude, but then something happens and you have to emerge as a leader. You have to be the one to do it. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. The leader usually emerges of the group, and that may be you, because maybe your boss isn't available, maybe something. What has happened? What is this destruction about? Because the Eight of Wands is like when you have to make a special effort and travel to emerge as a leader, and you have to do something, but then there's destruction. We have the Three of Cups here, reunion. This is also a reconciliation card. So I guess something comes together, and then it leads to you having to walk away from something else or end something else, and it might throw some other people off, or maybe the destruction of their foundation. And this could mean reunion, reconciliation again. Some people, it could relate to relationships as well. There's passion, but there's healing and reconciliation for the person that you have passion for. There's a sense of responsibility and having to deal with heavy matters in order to mend. So some of you guys, that's dealing with a third party situation, having to have your partner deal with a lot of responsibility as they make this decision, as they come to this place of healing and reunion. Lots of destruction, I guess. So this could be one of those complicated situationships as well. But yeah, this person looking into you is almost like they're stalking you, they're looking into you, they're looking at what's what, making sure they cross their T's, dot their I's about you, because I guess what they're risking is a lot, and there may be a lot of destruction upcoming for it. So, I mean, that's a valid reason to look into somebody, make sure they're not being all extra, being low down. You gotta look for it. You gotta trust, but you also gotta look. All right. So it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, all the fires are up here, except for that one clarifier card, this water here. But there's a 3, so it makes me feel like third-party situation or just an extra factor to complicate things. But it all relates to your passion, your ego. So when you're making decisions about reconciliation and reunion, it touches you in an emotional way as well as in a passionate way. But it does not come without responsibility, like I'm saying. So maybe there's an issue of managing your work, making a decision to sacrifice your work for the relationship, your relationship for the work. Again, there's just a complication that's added that at the end of it will result in some type of reconciliation, which is good. All right, but what sacrifice does that mean? I don't know yet. That would be another reading. All right, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys would like a personal reading, please check out the description. You'll figure out how there. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Why not? And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.